up, guys? How's it going? Hope you guys are having a good day. Just gonna enjoy the weather, rip around in the Zl1. I'm gonna try to find some cool back roads to go on and get some good photos of the car. I just washed her up last night too, so she's looking pretty fresh. It's crazy, honestly, how fast you can take those turns in this car with it. You don't even feel like you're moving or anything, like seat wise and that kind of stuff. I was taking these like clover on ramps and off ramps at like 60 miles an hour basically, and the tires are just completely grip the ground. It's crazy. It's such like a cool feeling to feel like playing it as you're turning and you're going like 60 into a turn. That race car drive, and I would definitely recommend this car. I mean, you can daily drive it. I guess technically I'm not daily driving it because I have another car, but I'll be driving this thing for pretty much all the summer, most of the summer, which is about another 2 or 3 months. It's a little low for the ground clearance on the front, so something you got to think about if you go over like obstacles or just steep driveways, that kind of stuff, going up parking lots or garages, what have you. So that's something you kind of got to think about. Of course, you are on these tires, which are basically drag radials. I mean, they're a compound tire with some grooves on them. So they're really nice when they're warmed up because you have crazy amount of traction on the surface and everything. They do pick up a lot of stuff, but just because they're so sticky and everything, the life expectancy on these tires are not good. So if you are driving this thing daily, whatever, doing like 10-12,000 miles a year, you are gonna go through these tires probably, I'm gonna say like 3 or 4 sets per year, assuming you're putting on the factory tires again. I won't be, and I don't know if you guys haven't watched my other video. I'm gonna go with some Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. I think it's gonna be a better tire for Washington, it's a really good dry and wet tire, which is pretty much weather here. I don't plan on driving this thing in the rain when it is raining in Washington, but it'll be nice just to have that kind of a tire in case it does like rain and that kind of stuff. I know there's a few, I guess, other cars that you could get, and it's the comparison purposes, I guess, the GT350s or the GT500s, and then the Chargers, or I guess the Challengers, if we're doing 2 doors. And all 3 of those, from what I've seen, are different drives and just preferences, I guess. I went in never having like a Chevrolet before. Closest thing was a Cadillac, a CTS-V. So I've driven this thing a few times before I bought it, and it kind of just depends on what you're looking for. Like I mostly went with the 1LE because of the way it looks. It just looks crazy, and of course if there's something you want to look at all the time, why would you not buy it? You got to buy it half on the looks too. And then the drive is just a crazy like race car drive. So, and I like that drive because these dampers are so stiff that you feel like every bump, but you get such like great handling in the vehicle partial microfiber and a leather, and they're actually really comfortable. They're not super aggressive, which is actually kind of nice. They still keep you in place, but it doesn't feel like you're stuck in like a racer seat. Like actually the Recaros on the GT350s were actually a lot less forgiving, and they actually weren't even that, just in my preference, they weren't that comfortable to even sit in, and that was like short periods too. So this is a nice seat. I mean, it's got heated, cooled seats, which is awesome. I haven't had any problems with any kinds of fatigue or like back pain and that kind of stuff in this seat setup, even with such stiff suspension and everything. I've seen some people have said otherwise, but just from what I've been experiencing, and I've been driving this thing, I'm doing about 1,000 miles a month. About 1,000 miles a month, because I have 2,248 miles on it right now. Bought it with 107 or something. So I've been putting on the miles and no complaints. Personally, I don't think I would get this as my only car. Like if I only had one car, at least in Washington, it's not practical if you know how much it rains here, and I could throw on some good like all season rain tires or whatever, but that's not why I bought it. I bought it because I wanted to basically have something to replace my bike that I had back in my earlier channels. I had a few bikes. I had a R6 and then a Panigale 959. And honestly, I could only take those out during the like summer times or whenever it was like decently warm out or dry out. But with me just riding less and not really wanting to ride as much, decided to gear to that and get in something more fun that I can still drive. Like I can drive this thing whenever, as long, and I don't want to drive when it's raining and stuff. But I have another car, which is my F-Pace, which is basically my daily driver, because I can drive that thing whenever I want. But and yes, I always turn on the rev match. Nice little touch. Kind of makes it more fun to drive around. Car down. To drive on the back roads, there's no hesitation when you turn the steering wheel into like a corner. It's going that direction. That's kind of why it's so much fun to drive, and have like a bunch of confidence when you're going around like a corner and everything, because the vehicle's literally going to go that direction. Jiminy Christmas. Oh, no signs. Oh, jeez. Oh, a trailer, come on. Oh, Jesus. You definitely broke traction there. Oh, yes. I saw the traction control light up. Definitely skating over there. Oh, there it is. I think. We're about to find out. There's it. throttle too, around the corner. I wasn't going like super fast, but rocks. Rocks. Oh, and a car. Oh, that's over. We can still do a pull. I don't think there's any cops behind me. Let's do a third gear. Third gear, 3000. Let's see how much bump it's got. So, long story short, if you're looking for a Zl1 and you don't know if you want to get the 1LE, get the 1LE if you want a truly like badass looking vehicle and everything. I think it's completely worth it. I don't regret buying the 1LE at all. Alright, well my GoPro overheated. I guess cycling through 3 batteries in a row is not a good idea, but yes, get the 1LE if you're looking for something super aggressive looking and track focused, but you can still daily drive it for sure. If you can find one, grab one. They're pretty hot right now. They are, the pre-owned market's hot for them, and the new ones are just limited or non-existent right now. But find one, grab one if you can. Will not regret it. Thank you guys for watching this video, and thank you for everyone who's been supporting me on the channel so far. If you guys like the video, hit the like button. Also, I would appreciate if you guys smash that subscribe button as well, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.